Are you ready for a new adventure? Time to travel back in time, let's go! Are you ready for a new adventure? Let's learn about the past with Anna and Leo.
Hi friends! Welcome to Unlock This, a podcast from Honest History, where we join our friends Anna, Leo, and Percy on adventures through time and uncover some really cool stories along the way. My name is William. I'm 6 years old, and I love learning about history, especially new stories that I don't hear about in school. I can't wait for today's story, and I think you're gonna love it too. So let's dive in.
Anna, check this out.
What is it?
I'm not sure. It looks like some kind of machine, but I've never seen it at the museum before. Whoa, there's a button. Should I press it?
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Hello, I am Zip, the museum robot. Ask me a question about the museum and I will help.
It's a robot! Cool!
I guess the museum wanted to try something new. I wonder if it works. Try asking it a question, Leo.
Okay, Zip, do you know what's inside this museum?
The museum has many objects from history. There are paintings, sculptures, clothing, pottery, and much more.
What's your favorite thing in the museum?
I do not know. To explore the museum, please collect a museum guide at the ticket desk.
Well, that's not very helpful. Leo, do you think it knows about the vault?
Oh, let's see. Zip, do you know what's inside the museum vault?
I do not know. The vault is off limits to visitors.
I'm starting to think Zip isn't very good at his job.
That's because we already have the best museum guide there is, Percy the Mouse. He knows everything about the museum and the vault.
That's true. I wonder where that mouse went. I haven't seen him since we got here.
He's probably around here somewhere. Percy, are you there?
There he is. Why is he hiding?
I don't think he likes the robot. He said it makes strange noises.
But robots are so cool. All my favorite books and games have robots in them. There's ones that fly and ones that talk, and some can even transform into cars.
Interesting.
What?
Well, Percy just said that robots are a lot older than we think. He said there are some robots from over 2,000 years ago.
Wait, really? Is he sure about that?
Leo, I don't think Percy appreciates you questioning his intelligence.
Sorry, it just is a little hard to believe. I think I need to see these robots for myself, which gives me an idea. Maybe that can be our adventure today.
An adventure to meet ancient robots? I like that idea. Percy, is there anything in the vault about these robots? I wonder what Zip the museum robot would say if he could see us now.
He'd probably tell us we're not allowed in here.
Wait, where did Percy go? Do you see him?
He's by the cabinet.
I think he wants us to open it. There's a label on the cabinet. It says, Artifacts from Ancient Greece. Do you think Percy wants to take us to ancient Greece?
Whoa, everything inside here looks pretty old. Take a look at this, Anna. It looks like some kind of pot. When do you think this was made?
Percy says it's a jug, and it's over 2,000 years old. He also said we should look at that metal thing in the back of the cabinet, too.
It's a metal ball and it has a small opening on the top.
And I think it's hollow inside. Very interesting. I wonder what this metal device and that jug have to do with robots.
Whoa, do you feel that, Anna? think we're about to travel. Hang on!
Leo, are you there?
I'm right here, Anna. Where do you think we've traveled to? Look, I can see the ocean.
Me too. And there are a lot of boats out on the water. Do you think they're trading ships?
You may be right, Anna. I can see people carrying huge barrels off those ships, and I think that other one is full of fish.
It definitely looks like we've traveled somewhere in the past. Check out those buildings, Leo. They have some of those columns like we've seen in the museum.
Oh yeah, those look like columns people built in ancient Greece. And look, everyone around us is wearing those robes. They kind of look like togas, but shorter.
You know, that cabinet we found did say artifacts of ancient Greece. Maybe that's where we've traveled to.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Percy said that we're actually in a city in Italy called Taranto. In ancient times, this city was a colony of ancient Greece.
So this part of Italy was ruled by Greece?
Yes, Taranto was an important trading center for ancient Greece. And Percy said it's also where an important scientist lived. His name was Archytas.
Archytas. I bet that's who we need to find if we want to learn about these ancient robots. But how? We don't even know what he looks like.
Well, apparently Archytas was a very important person in this city, so hopefully he won't be too hard to find. Come on, let's walk towards those buildings. That looks like a place where important people might go.
I remember reading about ancient Greece from one of my favorite history magazines. Did you know they invented the Olympics? The ancient Greeks also believed in a bunch of different gods. There was Zeus, who was the king of the gods, and there was Aphrodite, who was the goddess of love, and then there was Poseidon, who was the god of the sea. And now that I think about it, there was this interesting story I read about a god named Hephaestus. He was the blacksmith of the gods and made all sorts of things out of metal.
What happened in the story?
Well, one time, Hephaestus made a man out of bronze. He called this metal man Talos. Talos guarded the island of Crete and protected people from invaders. Hephaestus designed a bronze man to spot strangers and throw huge boulders to scare them away.
You know, Talus sounds a lot like a robot. Do you think Hephaestus was a robot builder?
Well, it's an ancient myth, so I'm not sure how true it is.
But it tells us that the ancient Greeks were definitely thinking about robots all those years ago.
Ah, Archytas, my friend. What do you have there?
Anna, did you hear that? That man next to you just said the name Archytas. Do you think that's who he's talking to?
That's what I'm thinking. Let's get closer, Leo.
Hi, friends. Are you enjoying today's episode? I'd like to take a quick break from the story to tell you about another great place to learn about the past. Honest History creates magazines and books for kids that are filled with fun stories and activities that bring history to life. From pirates to spies to great inventions and so much more, you'll learn about interesting people, places, and events from around the world that made history. Created for kids ages 6 through 12, you can sign up and receive new adventures delivered straight to your doorstep every quarter. Just visit honesthistory.co. That's honesthistory.co to sign up today. Oh, and here's a special offer for our podcast listeners. Use code UNLOCKTHIS for 10% off. Again, that special code is UNLOCKTHIS. Okay, let's get back to the story.
Leo, I think the man by the tree is conducting some kind of experiment.
You're right. And what's that thing he's holding in his hand?
I don't know, but it kind of looks like a wooden bird.
So, Archytas, you're going to show me your new machine. Well, let's see it.
Archytas just put the wooden bird on that metal ball, and now he's heating the metal. What do you think is going to happen?
I don't know, but it looks like there's a little bit of steam coming out of the bird. Oh, wait! Look, Leo! The wooden bird! It just launched into the sky!
It's flying!
Percy said Archytas called his flying machine the pigeon, and some historians consider it history's first robot. His steam-powered pigeon looked like a living thing and moved on its own, just like many robots today.
So the first robot was a robot pigeon. Interesting.
Hey, Leo, it looks like Archytas left behind part of his machine. It's that metal ball he was heating up.
Oh yeah, that's how he made the steam. And then the steam launched the pigeon into the sky.
Does this metal ball look familiar to you?
Yes, it looks just like the one we saw in the vault. So that must have been part of Archytas's robotic pigeon.
Leo, do you feel that? I think we're about to travel again. Hold on!
Whoa, I wonder where we've traveled to now.
Do you think we're still in ancient Greece?
Well, all the people here are wearing the same short clothes we saw in the last place, so that's what I'm thinking. But the buildings look different. Do you see that huge building over there? We didn't see that before.
Leo, Percy said we're in Egypt. This is the city of Alexandria, which was ruled by ancient Greece.
Oh, wait! I've read about that city. There used to be a huge library here, filled with thousands of books. It was called the Library of Alexandria. Tons of great thinkers and scientists would come to this city to work in the library.
Well, Percy said we're looking for one of those scientists. His name is Philo, and he should be around here somewhere.
Did Percy give us any clues about where to find him?
He said we should try that building. Let's go! What is this place?
I think it's some kind of workshop. Look at all the tools on the table over there. I wonder what people are building in here.
Leo, there's someone else in here.
Where?
In the corner. There's a person. Do you see? But they're not moving. Do you think they're okay?
That's strange. Let's get closer.
Hold on a second. I don't think that's a real person. It's a statue! And it's made of metal.
You're right. It's a metal statue of a woman. And look, she's holding a jug.
And she has a robe around her. Hey, Leo! There's a bunch of tubes and some containers under there. This isn't like any statue I've ever seen.
Anna, a man just came into the workshop. He's walking towards the statue.
Remember how I said there were containers under the statue's robe? I think the man is pouring water into those containers. I wonder what that's for.
The man just put a cup in the statue's hand. Anna, look! Water is pouring out of the jug and into the cup.
The statue is pouring drinks.
Wait a second. So that metal woman is a drink machine?
Percy said the metal woman is called the automatic maid. It's one of Philo's amazing inventions. Over 2,000 years ago, the ancient scientists built a metal woman who could serve drinks. Some historians say the automatic maid was one of the first robots ever built that looked like a human.
Then that man must be Philo, the scientist who built the automatic maid.
Yes, and Percy says he built all sorts of strange machines. He made mechanical birds that whistled and mechanical snakes that slithered. He even made a robot dragon that roared.
I'm guessing that's what he's building in this workshop. There's all sorts of interesting things in here. Anna, Philo just left. I kind of want to test out the automatic maid to see if it will serve me a drink.
Here, use this cup. I found it on the table. I think all you have to do is place the cup in the robot's hand.
Whoa, look! It's pouring water out of the jug and into my cup. It works!
That jug. I just realized it looks like the jug Percy showed us in the vault.
You're right. So that jug must have been the jug from Philo's automatic maid.
And we're back in the vault.
You know, Percy, that was a pretty amazing adventure. Thanks for taking us to ancient Greece.
So do you believe him now? That there were robots thousands of years ago?
Yes, I see his point. I guess some people have been imagining robots for a very long time. And they made robots that could fly and serve you drinks.
Yeah, do you think Zip, that museum robot, can do any of those things?
Probably not. But maybe we can try making our own robots. Our adventure today gave me a few ideas.
Welcome back. That sure was a great adventure. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna tell all my friends about this amazing story. That's all for now. But if you want to learn more, be sure to check out my favorite magazine for kids, Honest History. There's a ton of stuff to learn in each issue, and I love the fun activities and questions. Bye! This episode was narrated by Nikki and JoAnn Schinderle and written by Heidi Coburn. The production was read by Robot Pirate Media. To learn more about Honest History, visit us at honesthistory.co and follow for updates on social media.